So this is assignment number 7. Alright, so in this assignment number 7 we'll discuss now question number 2. So in question number 2 we have to find the unit of universal gas constant. We know that PV is equal to nRT, so we have to find the formula, I mean the unit for R. So R will be PV by NT. Now PV, pressure into volume, if you find out its unit, it will be equal to that of the work or energy, that is joule, right? So that becomes joule, and N is mole and T is temperature, so Kelvin. So this will become joule per Kelvin per mole. Joule per Kelvin per mole. Alright, you can just check, right? Pressure is force upon area and volume is L cube or meter cube. So for force it will be kg meter per second square, mass into acceleration, this is meter cube and this is meter square. So if you solve this, you will get kg meter square per second square, which is a unit of work or energy. So that's why we have taken joule. Alright, so this is question number 2. So later this is question number 4. So in question number 4 we have to know that there is a relation between the Fahrenheit temperature and the Kelvin temperature. That is also taught in 9th standard and also in 11th standard in thermodynamics. But for now we will just use that relation. हम लोग बस उस relation को use कर लेंगे. F minus 32 by 9 is equal to K minus 273 by 5. Okay, so this is F is Fahrenheit scale, K is Kelvin scale. So to convert Fahrenheit into Kelvin and to convert Kelvin into Fahrenheit, so this is the relation. Alright, so from here they in question में क्या बोला है कि जो F है वो भी X है, जो K है वो भी X है. ठीक है, तो वो common क्या है उसको हमको solve करना है. Alright, so आप यूज़ करोगे x minus 32 by 9 और ये x minus 273 by 5, x minus 32 by 9 and this. So you have to solve this, and by solving this we'll get x is equal to 574.25. okay, x is equal to 574.25. So according to the question it's given that temperature of body in a Kelvin scale. So x Kelvin, this is also x Kelvin and this is also x degree Fahrenheit. Okay, so they are one and the same. So now let us go. Let us discuss question number 5. In question number 5 it is asked to us that what is the unit of K is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. Okay, K is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. Now we know that the electric force is equal to K Q1 Q2 by R square. Now this K is basically 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. This K, this is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught and this is Q1 Q2 by R square. Now we want to find out its unit. Alright, so it's very simple. This is R square, just multiply this side, so F into R square, and the charges you divided this side, so this is Q1 and this is Q2. So from here you will get the unit of 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, that is equal to K. Okay, so that will be Newton meter square and this is Coulomb, so Coulomb raised to minus 2. So this is the answer for this. Okay, this is question number 5. Okay, now let us discuss question number 6. So we know that surface tension निकालने के लिए surface tension is given by force per unit length. Okay, so its SI unit will be Newton per meter. Okay, or we can also use dyne per centimeter, either the CGS unit, but they have asked us SI unit, so Newton per meter, that will be the answer. Okay, now question number 7. In question number 7 they have asked us that what will be the dimension of E L square by m raised to 5 g raised to 2? Okay, so what we have to do is, first we have to understand what are these terms. E is energy, so energy का क्या होगा, m1 l2 t minus 2 हो गया, l and l is the length I suppose. No, L is the angular momentum. Okay, L is the angular momentum. So we know that angular momentum is mvr. So it will be m raised to 1. V is L1 t minus 1. R is L1. So angular momentum will be m1 L2 t minus 1. Okay, so we'll use it here. So this will become m1 L2 t minus 1. Okay, and divide by m raised to 5 will be m raised to 5, and g we have to find out. Okay, so for finding out this g, already we know we have used F is equal to g m1 m2 by r square. So from here we'll find out g का dimensional equation. ठीक है, and we'll substitute it here. So this is m1 l1 t minus 2, we'll multiply r square, that is l square on that side, and we'll divide by m raised to 2. So this will be the dimensional formula for g. So the dimensional formula for g will become how much? It will become m raised to minus 1 l raised to 3 and t raised to minus 2. Okay, and now we'll use this formula here, right? M raised to minus 1 l raised to 3 and t raised to minus 2. So from here we can find out the dimensional formula for this. इसका स्क्वायर करना मत भूलना, ठीक है, इसका स्क्वायर करना पड़ेगा आपको. Okay, so let us discuss now question number 8. So first of all I'll just tell you this is a formula from the circular motion. So the actual formula is tan theta is equal to v square by rg. This is the formula, और हम लोग ये formula derive करते हैं या करेंगे, right, जब आप circular motion chapter पढ़ोगे तो ये एक्चुअल फार्मूला है. ठीक है, दिस एक्चुअल फार्मूला. तो लेकिन जो क्वेश्चन में जो फार्मूला दिया है वो दिया है tan थीटा इज इक्वल टू आर जी बाई वी स्क्वायर. ठीक है, तो अभी tan थीटा आपको पता है कि ये पूरा जो क्वांटिटी है ये डायमेंशन लेस है, और इसके अंदर वाला ये भी डायमेंशन लेस होता है. ये हम लोगों ने डिस्कस किया है, राइट. DIL इज डायमेंशन लेस. और इधर आप अगर चेक करोगे इसको, ये R मतलब L रेज टू 1, G मतलब मीटर पर सेकेंड स्क्वायर, और v मतलब मीटर पर सेकेंड, लेकिन इसका स्क्वायर लेना है. तो आप देखोगे कि ये डायमेंशन लेस आ जाएगा, पूरा का पूरा ऊपर नीचे मिला के ये क्या आ जाएगा, डायमेंशन लेस, यानी m0 l0 t0. ओके, तो LHS RHS दोनों क्या आ गए, दोनों जो है वो डायमेंशन लेस आ गए. तो डायमेंशनली करेक्ट है ये जो इक्वेशन है, ये डायमेंशनली करेक्ट है, लेकिन ये एक्चुअली करेक्ट नहीं है. एक्चुअली क्यों करेक्ट नहीं है? क्योंकि एक्चुअल फार्मूला ये है, इसलिए ये वाला एक्चुअली करेक्ट नहीं है, तो न्यूमेरिकली करेक्ट नहीं है. अब जो क्वेश्चन नंबर 9 है, तो क्वेश्चन नंबर 9 में आपको देखना पड़ेगा कि वो चार जो दिए ऑप्शन उसमें से डायमेंशनली करेक्ट कौन सा है. ठीक है, तो अगर आप चेक करोगे तो आपको ये वाला जो फार्मूला है, जो उसका फर्स्ट ऑप्शन है, यानी पाई पी आर रेज टू 4/8 ईटा एल, इससे जो ईटा का फॉर्मूला आएगा, सॉरी दिस इज 8VL. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे ये जो फॉर्मूला है पाई पी आर 4/8VL, तो ये जो है राइट, इससे जो v का जो फॉर्मूला आएगा, यानी पाई पी आर रेज टू 4/8 ईटा एल, इसको जब आप सॉल्व करोगे तो ये आपका डायमेंशनली करेक्ट आ जाएगा. इसलिए सही ऑप्शन है. P का मतलब प्रेशर है, आप डाल सकते हैं. R मतलब लेंथ हो गया. ईटा इज कोफिशिएंट ऑफ विस्कोसिटी, तो वो आपको पता है कि F इज इक्वल टू 6 पाई आर ईटा V. हमने बहुत बार यूज़ किया है फॉर्मूला. यहाँ से आपको पता है 6 पाई डायमेंशन लेस है, R इज़ रेडियस, ईटा आपको निकालना है, V इज़ वेलोसिटी, F इज़ फोर्स. तो यहाँ से ईटा का आ जाएगा, ईटा का यहाँ डाल दीजिए, तो आपको यहाँ से V का मिल जाएगा वॉल्यूम. तो और देखेंगे आप, इधर वॉल्यूम है, इधर L क्यूब आएगा, और इधर ये पूरा जो आपको दिख रहा है ये वाला, इस पूरे का एल क्यूब आएगा, मतलब LHS RHS जो है वो इससे मैच हो जाएगा, ठीक है। सो इन क्वेश्चन नंबर 11 we just have to see the dimensional equation of the LHS and RHS. So let us say take the first option. The first option is time t is equal to time period is equal to 2 pi under root r cube by gm. So this is r cube by gm. Okay, so we just have to check whether the formula is dimensionally correct or not. So for LHS it is m0 l0 t1, right, because it's time period. For RHS we'll have to see now 2 pi is dimensionless, so that is dimensionless. Under root r cube will be l cube, and g we had just now that is m minus 1 l3 and t minus 2, and m is the mass, so m raised to 1. So we can see here that this will be cancelled out, this will be cancelled out, this will be 1, so this is under root t raised to 2, that's only t, right. So LHS and RHS are matching in the first option, right. So for the first option they are matching, therefore the first option is the answer for this. All right, now let us discuss question number 12. We have already done such questions before. So in question number 12 what is given to us is, it's given that x, this is position as a function of time. This is not x into t, okay, this is not position into time, this is position, this is a function f of t, function as a function of time, that means dependent on time, is equal to v naught by alpha into 1 minus e raised to minus alpha t. Okay, this is given to us. Now what we have to do is where v naught is constant, alpha is constant, we have to find the dimension of v naught and alpha. So v naught and alpha we have to find out the dimension. So the first thing we have to understand is, this e raised to alpha t, e raised to minus alpha t, this has to be dimensionless, this has to be dimensionless, okay, and this alpha t also must be dimensionless, because e is a number, so number raised to something will give a number, therefore the entire thing is dimensionless, m0 l0 t0, but number raised to something, this is also a number, so alpha t is also dimensionless. So alpha t ka bhi dimension jo hai, it has to be m0 l0 t0, same. So from here we can get the dimension of alpha. What we can get? We can get as m0 l0 t minus 1. So this is the dimension formula for alpha. Now you have to understand one thing, that in this expression this entire thing, this is dimensionless. Why? Because this 1 is dimensionless, and this e raised to something is also dimensionless, so the entire thing is dimensionless, so its dimension will be 1. So the dimension of x, that will be l raised to 1, the LHS, and in the RHS v naught is the, right, is a constant, we have to find its dimension, so v naught, and alpha ka dimension is t raised to minus 1, and this 1 minus e raised to alpha t is 1. So from here we'll get the dimension of v naught, that is l1 t minus 1. So this is the answer for this. Okay, this is question number 12. So as we know from the principle of homogeneity, that if these two terms are added together, then the dimensional formula of P must be equal to that of dimensional formula of A by V square. Okay? Now pressure is force upon area, so force is mass into acceleration upon area. Okay, and this is equal to dimensional formula of A. Volume is L cube, so this will become L raised to 6. So this will become L raised to 4, and from here we will get the dimensional formula for A, that is M1 L raised to 5 T raised to minus 2. This is the answer for this. Okay, alright. So in this question, P is pressure, X is distance, and T is time. Okay, these things are given, and we have to find the dimensional formula of A by B. Okay, so that's again very simple, because a and t square are subtracted here, so when the two terms are added or subtracted, the dimensional formula must be same. The dimension of a must be that equal to t square. So we got the dimension formula for a, that is t raised to 2. Okay, now pressure as we have seen, it is m1 L minus 1 t minus 2. So we'll again take this. The LHS is, you know, m1 L minus 1 t minus 2. This is equal to, now RHS, that dimension of a is equal to t square and is also equal to the dimension of a minus t square. ये पूरे का जो dimension है a minus t square का, so that should be equal to the dimension of a, the dimension of a, dimension of t square and dimension of a minus t square, सब सेम है, तो इसलिए वो भी हो जाएगा t square. ठीक है, और b का हमें फाइंड करना है, x का डायमेंशन होगा l रेज टू 1. बस यहाँ से सॉल्व करना है, यहाँ से b को ऊपर ले जाओ, तो ये हो जाएगा b ऊपर गया और ये हो जाएगा m, ये पूरा नीचे आएगा ना, ये पूरा नीचे आएगा, तो ये हो जाएगा, आप इसको सॉल्व कर लो, ये हो जाएगा m रेज टू माइनस 1 l रेज टू 0 और t रेज टू 4. ठीक है, ये ऐसा हो जाएगा. तो m रेज टू माइनस 1 और t रेज टू 4, आपको चाहिए a बाई बी. तो a इज़ t स्क्वायर, दिस इज़ a एंड दिस इज़ b, m रेज टू माइनस 1 t रेज टू 4. ओके, सो a बाई बी क्या देगा आपको, वो देगा आपको m रेज टू 1 और t रेज टू माइनस 2. तो आ गया आंसर. ठीक है.